What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Today we've got lots of comments from yesterday's video. I've got 15 minutes to go. I'm hoping we're going to be able to do that in time. You'll notice that the uploads have gone back to around the 10 p.m. schedule. That's not necessarily by design. It's just because I'm working through some stuff. I'm figuring some stuff out. Anyway guys, thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. Of course, we've been talking a lot about where to go with the series, and I take on board a lot of the comments, and I'm still debating in my own mind where we're going. One of the things that I think I'm going to want to do mostly is stream the Road to Glory a hell of a lot more and turn the stream highlights into videos, or at least turn the stream content into videos, not necessarily just the highlights. In fact, a lot of what you see here today is games that I streamed during FUT CHAMPS that I then have now got as videos. That I think is a win-win for everyone. I think that's a good win. And there's a lot of comments. I do want to get through all of them here today. I do want to get through as many as I can. But I've actually played on from Gold 3. And funnily enough, it's exactly one of the reasons why you got, for a lot of the things you guys have said. People said experiment, like test yourself, try some new stuff. So we built a new team. I'm using the La Liga team for the first few games. I then go into my main team for a few games, and once I hit 16 wins, I got to 16 and 5. I was done, and I even streamed, and I said I was done, and then Sunday night came, and there was no time left. It was like 3 o'clock on Sunday morning. I'm 16 and 5, so if they didn't extend the weekend league, I would have actually finished at 16 wins and 5 losses. I ended up talking to Skills for a few hours. He got 30-0, so amazing. Congrats to him. So happy for him. And we talked about like some formations and some player tactics and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? Let me try something. So I went into Champs with a 4-1-2-1-2 and just basically a new squad and new instructions and such. And I'll actually do a video on that tomorrow, with playing my final 5 FUT Champs games. And I ended up going from 16 and 5 with the 4-1-2-1-2 to 20 and 5. So now I'm in Gold 1, and I'm again at a point where I've had a very indifferent weekend. I've played some bad FIFA, I've had some bad spells, and I still find myself with 20 wins. So with 5 games to go, I need to go 3 wins to 2 losses to get Elite 3. I would be upset if I didn't do that, but at the same time, it's not a big deal if I don't hit Elite 3, because I think this week's Team of the Week, unless EA just pull a rabbit out of a hat, this week's Team of the Week is going to be terrible. It's going to be the worst Team of the Week we've had for a long time due to the international break. And so with that in mind, it genuinely doesn't matter if I finish Gold 1 or Elite 3. I want to carry on experimenting with this 4-1-2-1-2, carry on seeing if I can make it work for me like other people can make it work for them, and go from there. Now, with comments. The first comment is from, let's pick some that I really want to get into. United Jack says, anyone else just love listening to Nep? Would genuinely watch him do gym videos whilst discussing interesting topics. I think that a lot of people, including myself, come to watch you discuss in depth and passionately about various things and not specifically gameplay. And there was a lot of comments like that, and that's awesome to know, because I can bring Ruiner Randomer back, through the week, through Monday through Thursday, or Monday through Wednesday. We can bring Ruiner Randomer back. The problem is it will be the same team, and it will be just me playing in FUT Rivals, so it'd be relatively stressful high-level gameplay, because in Ruiner Randomer before, I used to go into daily knockout tournament, or like the tournaments, or I used to go into online singles. Never really used to do it in divisions because it was just easier to not to. But we could definitely bring back discussion topics. We can take either one topic for the day or comments for the day. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world that we could talk about. For example, Brexit. For example, Article 13, or is it Article 14? The troubles that could have, the future of the internet. We could talk about the industry, the YouTube industry, and helping people that are looking to start out, and giving them advice on what to expect and how to grow. There is so much we can talk about. But I thought people didn't really want that anymore, because every time that I have uploaded Ruiner Randomer on the main channel over the last 3 or so years, it has been a considerably worse video than everything else that I upload. And, the views the views speak. You know, when people are watching 150,000 plus on every video and then 100,000 on another video, it's like, well, quite clearly people actually don't want this as much as they thought they did. But we could do it on this channel 100%. So Tilly says, I have a good series idea for you, Nep. Reserve 1 week of your time, go on a new fresh account and grind up for a whole week on that account and play FUT Champs at the end of the week and see what you can do. I think this would be an entertaining series to watch you grind for a week, seeing the end product after 1 week. Keep up the good vids from Perth, Australia. I've considered this, honestly, dude, so many times. I've thought about, you know, obviously this channel has always been about one road to glory for a long time, for the whole year, or for like as much of the year as possible. But I have so many times sat there and thought, man, I wonder if we did just like a road to glory where we just played on an account for 24 hours and I can show you guys what you can achieve in one day on Ultimate Team, or where we played on an account for a week and, you know, in 1 week, can we qualify for FUT Champs through FUT Rivals? Can we get a team good enough? Where do we finish in FUT Champs, and what rewards do we get for 1 week's worth of play? You know, this sort of stuff, it would be really, really entertaining. I think it would be a lot of fun to be like, hey, even at this stage in the game, let's say you just picked up the game, here's what you can kind of expect to be able to achieve in a week. I think that would be a cool series, and it might be a good thing to have in part of the actual Road to Glory. Whether or not we would run them simultaneously, so maybe I'd upload twice a day, or whether or not the main Road to Glory would take a week off, or whether we'd just go down to like 3 or 4 videos in the week for the main Road to Glory and a video every day on the new Road to Glory for a week. That'd be quite interesting. But yeah, it's interesting. There's also a few things that I've wanted to do for a while, and it was always inefficient. You know, efficiency on this game is super important. Efficiency in life is just super important. Something you'll come to understand. But one thing that's like what I'd love to do is I've always wanted to do like an account to show people what you can do from other avenues. So a bronze pack account, and just show people over the course of a whole year, hey, here's how many coins you can make from just opening bronze packs. The problem is that it is super time consuming and super boring to watch. I mean, super boring to watch. But you know, I don't know. We'll see where we go with that one. But yeah, definitely something that is something to think about. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion and feedback on whether or not you think a 1 week Road to Glory would be a good idea, would be a good series. That'd be interesting. KC says, Nep, this seems to be the general hiccup with Ultimate Team. You get a meta team to win as much as you can in whatever mode you play. You can typically get the B-level meta players within the first couple of months. I would even argue quicker. I'd even say within 2 to 3 weeks. And then the only upgrade for those players wind up being top-tier players where they're so much more expensive. It becomes month to upgrade one position, when in the first couple of months you're able to upgrade a couple of positions each month. Yeah, and you're right. That is a problem with Ultimate Team. And I actually think you're a little bit easy on EA in a sense with how quickly it happens. I think within 2 to 3 weeks you can have a B team meta team, and I think then you are looking at 2 to 4 weeks per upgrade from there. And that is why the lack of a casual mode is destructive for this game, because I've got all these awesome players in my club. And again, we talked about this in yesterday's video, but when it comes to efficiency, I'm not going to build a team that's going to give me a less chance to win in Rivals or Champs, because of the fact that you need the points for the rewards. And so if there was just a tournament mode, that's all I'm asking. If there was a tournament mode, we could do so much, because we could be like, all right, we're gonna build this team and we're gonna play the tournament until we win it. And if or until we realize it's not good enough to win it. And because it will be so casual, even if it's for a 5k pack or a 7.5k pack, or I don't know, something, and even make them untradeable, we could at least then through the week sit there and farm the tournament or play in the tournament with fun players and fun teams that we've never used before, and take the pressure off of needing to win. Because in a tournament, if you lose, you could just restart and go again to get that reward. In Champs, if you lose, you can't recover that loss. That's it. You just lost a rank now, or potentially lost a rank. In FUT Rivals, if you lose, you might have wasted 20 minutes of your time for just 150 rank points, and it might become a chore to get to rank 1 or rank 2 in the specific division you're in. And then, of course, if you lose more and more and more, you could get deranked into a division that you don't want to be in. So yeah, I definitely think that I just wish there was a tournament mode. Thomas OC says, play to D1. then you can play players that are great and get ultimate packs. Let me tell you something about the rewards, man. Division 1 is terrible. Division 1 rank 3 is the same as Division 5 rank 1. Okay, so that in itself is terrible. On top of that, Division 1 rank 2 is 1 tradable ultimate pack or 2 untradeable ultimate packs. And Division 1 rank 1 is 1 tradable ultimate pack and 1 tradable mega pack, or double for untradable. This isn't worth it. It's just not. When you consider what Division 2 rank 3 is, which is where I sit most weeks, I get 4 50k packs and 2 mega packs. So in Division 2 rank 3, which I don't even have to play for, I get 270,000 coins worth of untradable packs. And in Division 1 rank 1, which I would have to play the hardest players for the longest time to achieve, I would only get 320,000 coins of untradable packs. It's 50,000 coins more worth of untradable packs for infinitely more difficulty level, and the scaling is just wrong. And we've talked about it to death, and EA just for some reason won't change it, and some people in the comment section don't even think it should be changed. But when it's just better. Like Division 4 rank 1 and Division 2 rank 3 are the absolute best structured rewards for your time and for your efficiency from Division 1 all the way down to Division 6. Could make a case for Division 5 rank 1 also being pretty good. But specifically speaking, Division 4 1 and Division 2 3 are just the best. And it's crazy to me. Big N says, I don't get why Division Rivals is competitive. You can literally play it as casual as you like without having major consequences. And the problem in your sentence is you can play it casually if you like, but the problem with FUT Rivals is your opponents don't care if you're playing casual. And it doesn't matter what division you're in Rivals, because it is there as a skill-based matchmaking system. If you do not put your best team out and play your best FIFA, you are putting yourself at a disadvantage, because your opponent is going to have his best team and his best game out there. Because people don't want to, like, the introduction of rewards and awards in this game are causing this nature where people don't want to play the game for the sake of playing the game. You always want to play for something. In FIFA specifically. In something like Fortnite, I like playing Fortnite because I like the thrill of winning in Fortnite. I like the thrill of getting the kills in Fortnite. Of course, I do the objectives, but sometimes I don't do the objectives because I don't care. In FIFA, people don't play, generally, you specifically that's watching this video, you might be different, but generally speaking, people don't play because they love the thrill of scoring a goal or because they love the thrill of winning a match. People play because they want the rewards to get a better team. That's why they play. This is a card collection game when it comes down to the core of it. And that, in my opinion, is the fundamental issue with this game, that this is not, people just generally typically don't play the game because of the thrill of it. They don't play the game because they just love playing the game. With the amount of issues in gameplay this year, with the fact that the most prominent way to score is a time finesse shot from 30 yards out, with the fact that you can not even play defensively and the game will still do things for you, it creates this bubble in this world where you kind of sit there and you're like, it is almost, at times, it is a chore to play the game. Now, I love football, so I play this game. I love FIFA and I love Ultimate Team. I love the card collection aspect of this. But we wouldn't be having any of these discussions. This series would be wildly different if the gameplay was actually incredibly fun to play. If I just loved to turn on FIFA because I was like, man, I just want to just go and play some football. Just want to go and play some football, score some fun, cool goals, and see what I can do, then happy days. I would love this game to death. I would never even complain about it. The content wouldn't be a problem. We'd never talk about being too advanced in our series. We would just enjoy FIFA. But because it's more about manipulating the broken game mechanics in the game as a method to win the game, it makes it tiresome, too repetitive, and a chore. And I think a lot of people, generally speaking, don't like that. The last comment we're going to get through today is from Maz Mansour. He says, you could do more drafts. I've always loved your drafting, but also want to see the best you could do with no restrictions, see if you get top 100. So I think in terms of doing more drafts, I think I will put more drafts on here, dude, actually. Yeah, I think what I'm going to start doing is recording drafts on stream. And if I've got a video already for the main channel, the draft will go onto the Road to Glory channel, and if I don't have a video for the main channel, we'll pop it in the Draft to Glory series on the main channel. But the draft through the week is actually a really smart idea because it gets us packs, we get to build squads. The only thing I don't like about doing it is obviously due to the fact that we don't get to track the stats of the players that we use, and that's something that I love in this game, using players that I want, seeing how well I do with them, and going from there. But guys, as I said, we got to 20 wins and 5 losses. You know, I've got all night to play these last 5 games. I will play through them at one stage or another. But yeah, this is going to be the end of the Road to Glory for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.